Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. So today is Outside Time with Glenn. And I mention here and there that I'm doing outside work or I'm doing gardening or re-landscaping. And in case you were curious, this will satisfy your curiosity. Front yard landscaping. So I'm not the only Santa's little helper that does this. We have another guy that does come and do stuff. But over here, you see all these pavers. That was all rock like this at one point in time. I cleared all that out, leveled it out, redistributed the rock to places that needed it, that were kind of more barren, and went through the yard and picked up stones that don't belong, that are in this mixed rock, and got rid of them. And you would not know it, but underneath these pavers, there is at least 2, maybe 3 tons of sand. And right here, this is a ton of sand. It's 2,000 pounds of sand right here, just in this front area to do the next 2 layers of bricks coming out. And this is an entire flat of bricks. There's still some left over, but that's like an entire flat of bricks. And it was so much cheaper to buy them like that. And when you buy sand, if you buy a 30-pound bag of sand, it's like 10 something, like $12. And a whole 2 tons of sand is $30 in a big container. You just have to have a way to get it home, because you're not gonna be putting it in most of your vehicles unless you have like a pickup that has hauling capacity. So we have somebody that's been helping with that, and he's been laying down pavers, and I've been clearing out the land and redistributing and playing with things. And over here, well, there's a couple of things going on. So over here, and they're not blooming now because it's been getting hot and cold. It's kind of cold right now, and it's dripping a little bit. But you have all the flowers. There's a pretty one over there. And we pop them off so that they go through faster life cycles, and then they bush out and give more flowers. And this tree here, we put fertilizer down here. I pulled up all the rocks and found all these other rocks, decorative rocks. Who knew that there was a good business in rocks, that you could actually... The rock that I moved over there was over a ton of rock in just that small area. And when we were going to look to get filler, like to fill this in for rock, so to look at filling that in for rock, that was expensive to buy them individually. They're suggesting like, maybe you want to buy a ton of rocks. I'm like, okay. But that really is the way to go. And who knew that rock was going to be a good business when you're in the desert? Because everything is landscape. People don't have grass out here, very rarely. It's besides the water cost, it's really hot. You have to have a special kind of grass to weigh into the 100-something degree heat. So, and then over here, and you can see the drops is starting to rain, drippity drop a little bit, but it will pass soon. Over here, we moved, these were over here. Like on this side, there was 2 of them. So we put them all in one place, and we wanted to cover all this in rock to like do a desert color, like a darker shade of rock that would be nice. And so we're thinking about like getting like a whole bunch of rock delivered, like a ton of rock. But I forgot what you call them. These are rose bushes. I forgot what you call them when you put a whole bunch of rose bushes together, but there's a really nice, beautiful name for it. And forgive the airplane because they have changed the flight paths. But all this landscaping, getting things done, being outside, working in the dirt and with your hands, getting some sunlight, getting some exercise. I'm almost 50 years old, and I might not be, I'm not like muscle man, but I'm pretty fit, and it's not necessarily easy to do that, but it does lend itself to longevity to get out there and get some exercise and not get sedentary too much in anything that you do. So if you have the chance, gardening's a fantastic way to get reconnected, to spend some time even with friends and family and do some joint types of ventures. And then, you can see the results. So you have, like, I cleared this area for the pavers. That's looking good. This is for my mom and her life partner, as I said, because it's so noisy in the backyard. And the air conditioner comes on and it's hot and you can't hear yourself think. There's neighbors coming by. There's all this nice environment. The tree is starting to fill out, and all these things are all landscaped, and flowers are blooming. So it's nice. Sorry, it's prime time. So people coming to Vegas to spend their money. I think the reason we don't pay property taxes in Nevada, and I'm sorry, the reason that we don't pay like personal state taxes, and the reason property taxes are only like a fraction of 1%, is that 40 million people come and spend an average of $500 in Nevada, and there they are, they're leaving. I hope you took some of their money with you. And so, you know, I haven't done a video outside, and I'm talking about landscaping. I just want to kind of give you like a little preview of the epic tasks that have been going on outside. In the backyard, which I'll do another day, is the side of a hill, and we want to cut that back, and I've been doing that and digging that out, and put up a wall and put an inlay like plants, and maybe put a tree in the center, and then put a watering system in and inlay it with plants and stuff like that, and then put up something so that you can, if you go up top, you can see over the hill and you can see into Vegas. So that's really nice. As I was doing that, I found out from the neighbors after the word, I'm like, tink, tink, and I'm hitting solid rock, not just little pieces, but like rock across a very large area, like 6 foot across. And the neighbors were saying the other day that this area was a mountain and a hill, and used to be quarries and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why I need to go get a jackhammer and finish what I'm doing, because, you know, I've taken up all the topsoil and I've gone down, you know, like 2 or 3 feet. And it's like, that's as far as you're going. I'm sorry. It's like, you either need dynamite or you need something that is man-made that's going to get that stuff out of the way. So I thought this would be fun to go outside and do show and tell. Yay! And I do thank you for coming, and I'll take a little bit more extended tour. The backyard is ugly, but the efforts that are going in and digging out the wall and improving it, it would be nice to document that and kind of see the progress of it. So thank you very much for joining me. Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, a little gleam into my life and the inner workings of my environment. And it is immensely satisfying to like have cleared this area and have it ready for loved ones, and have them have an environment that they can spend time with, and that I got exercise at the same time. So that is a prime example of fair trade. You know, I'm trading some labor for the fact that I can see them out here spending the morning and having a good time. And there's immense satisfaction in doing that. And the physical activity, you know, is forwards my agenda for staying fit and being as mobile as long as possible. So thank you again for joining me. And if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. And also coaching, life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. Don't forget retreats. It is very important to spend time with like-minded, like vibration people, so that you can entrain into their vibration and bring away some of your own unconditional love, and remember who and what you really are, which is an immortal being in a timeless reality who came to play a great game with a whole bunch of your friends that is called Earth, and you chose to forget. Because if you came and you were immortal and you wanted to try to hurt one of your friends, or hurt their feelings, or cheat on them with another lover, or any number of ideas, you wouldn't, because that wouldn't be in alignment with spirit. So you had to forget you were spirit, manifest in physical form. Very, very important. Just recognition of that possibility is a different vibration altogether, and will change your life. Trust me on this one. And, you know, I do thank you very much. In the description, there's tons of stuff going on. I know my arm's getting tired. I'm like, this is starting to distract me. 9 minutes, my arm's getting tired, boys and girls. So in the description, there's tons of things going on, links. Choose the one that energetically feels best for you, and you will find the information that's the most appropriate for you within synchronicity. Thank you very much for joining me. Much love to you, and I will talk to you soon.